And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
I'm gonna praise him till I'm gone. I'm gonna praise him till I'm gone. I'm gonna praise him till I'm gone. I'm gonna praise him till I'm gone.
Hello everybody, my name is Detra White. I live here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a wife, mother, entrepreneur, and ambassador to the world.
I like her ambushes. They're very generous, but she does spend a lot of the time out of the house and she travels a lot.
And yes, we're happy that she does the ambushes, but it does take a sacrifice on behalf of the family because she is gone a lot, and it leaves us to sometimes pick up the slack for the things that need to be done around here. And obviously, when she's away, we miss her. So yeah, it's a burden, but at the same time, I think it's something that it's a sacrifice that we want to make, we're willing to make. And that's kind of the way we are. That's the kind of environment that we try to foster, which is, if it's for the betterment of the family, then all sacrifices are okay, and that's kind of what we would expect from each member of the family, to make the sacrifices for the betterment of the family.
Well, I mean, I very much enjoy that my mom does the stuff that she does, because it's very well, it's not very often that you see somebody like her doing the stuff that she does, like going out of her way, going out of the house all the time to help people who are in need, and not only just any business that may not be doing the best, but also specifically black businesses, because that's just not something that is as supported as it should be at this day and age. Even though that she does leave the house very often, it's not something that it's something that I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of, like my dad said, if she's helping as many people as she is. It's really a blessing that some businesses have an opportunity to get what my mom likes to give to them, as in just a little bit of exposure and a little bit of money just to help them get a few things, maybe some supplies that they were in need of beforehand. And so, yeah, I'd say that it's far greater of a help than it is a hindering on the family at all.
As a community, I was hearing all of this criticism about how things are going very poorly for us as a community, and how we weren't doing enough, and whose fault it was, and how we were finger pointing and saying, if this community just did more, the church just did more. And so for me, I felt like, who's we? Isn't the we us? The we is us. And so the first thing I did is went and made a deposit in a black-owned bank, because I felt like that would make me feel good, and it did for about the rest of the day. And that didn't feel like enough, though. And so I knew one thing, and that one thing I knew is that I had these plethora of skills that had some significant value, marketing skills. And I thought, well, what if I just shared what I know? And for me, what that meant was just being able to be in a position, using my platform, because at this time I had a fairly successful blog, have a fairly successful blog, or about 250,000 followers. And I said, well, what if I use my platform and my skills, and I allow people to bring their story to the platform? And that's what started it.
I want you to hold up dollar signs for her. You see all of these dollar signs? And let me tell you what I did. You want to get the dollar signs behind you? Let me tell you what happened. I have, yes, this is, she's a little surprised. But let me tell you what happened. So I reached out to a few of my friends, and I've made a few friends over the last several months.
Okay.
And I've asked people to come out and support you because you are a small business. And I am thrilled to say that we have a lot of support to share with you tonight.
Oh, thank you all so much. Thank you.
So let me tell you a couple of have for you. I have a friend, his name is David, and David owns a very successful advertising company for nearly 30 years. And David does a lot of socials for his employees over the year. And in 2017, he is committed to buying his wine for his socials from you in 2017. I also have a friend named Rochelle who lives in Toledo, Ohio, and because I told her it'd be difficult to ship wine to her, she says, I want you to still sow into Stephanie's business on behalf of me. Likewise, Carol, who lives in Upper Atlanta, they both gave me cash to share with you, and I'm handing you $200 today.
Thank you.
And then on top of that, I started thinking about, well, what would be really great? We're going to a wine tasting, so wouldn't it be nice to buy a little wine? And I have over 150 bottles of wine that will be bought from you today. And most of those have been pre-bought, and we just want to sow those into your business.
Right now, like, just give us an explanation on.
An explanation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm excited. I'm elated. I'm appreciative. I feel blessed. I'm appreciative. I'm just very appreciative. I thank you so much.
Were you really surprised?
Well, I thought we were doing a book signing, and then I was confused because I didn't really know what she was talking about. I didn't understand what she was.
That was clear. I'm like, what? You did do a book signing?
And then I wanted to pull her to the side, like, but it was, like I said, I feel blessed. I honestly do. I feel blessed.
Why do you do this?
Yeah. Let's be real. Selfishly, it fills me up. It gives me the oxygen. I've always said that people in pain are the best healers. So whenever I see the jubilation in someone, and I know that I had something to do with that jubilation, it fills me up, and it fills a place in me that for a long time needed healing. And so that has a lot to do with it. Secondarily, I believe to whom much is given, much is expected.
And with that said, how are you planning to give back to somebody now that somebody has blessed you and blessed your business in an extraordinary way?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to support Detra, and the next time she does an ambush, I'm going to know about it, first of all, and then I want to support her in any way that I can with this. I really appreciate, what she's doing.
I have no expectations for where this might go. I was obedient to a spirit call. There was a tugging on my spirit that led me into the cupcake shop, and I was being obedient to that call to give and serve. And likewise, whatever this becomes, I will be led by God's grace and mercy and intel and the way that he reacts inside my spirit in terms of how I'll move this forward. Now, what would I love? I would love to touch a lot of people. I would love to see what I'm doing being duplicated in other cities and, quite frankly, around the world. And very importantly, not just Black people helping Black people. I want to see small business helping people helping small business on a grander scale. That's my hope. And very importantly, I don't want to see folks going in and doing something once and feel as though they've accomplished something. In order to really start to ignite a community, to really start to create an economic shift in the way that we as a community conduct ourselves, it means being very diligent in our ability to support one another over and over and over again. And that's my hope.